Hi, and welcome to my new video. Kids, please. Not here, please. Haha, thank you. The time horizon trap is breaking investors. You ever notice how this always seems to happen? You buy an investment because you know it's good long term. You've done the research. You believe in the story. You tell yourself, I'm holding this for years. And then, 2 weeks later, the market drops. Your portfolio is down 12%. Influencers on social media are freaking out. Your group chat goes silent. And suddenly you're staring at your screen thinking, maybe I should just sell and get back in later. And of course, the moment you sell, the market rips higher without you. Look, if that sounds painfully familiar, you're not bad at investing. You're just stuck in something called the time horizon trap, and it is absolutely destroying otherwise smart investors. Hi, my name is Bruno, and today I want to talk about why the time horizon trap is breaking investors. If you're someone who keeps buying high, selling low, second-guessing yourself, and wondering why your investments never seem to work out the way you planned, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because here's the thing, this isn't about intelligence. This isn't about access to information. And it's definitely not about finding the perfect asset. I'm not selling you anything. I'm just explaining things because I've been involved in these markets for over 30 years. And my experience should help you make the right decisions. The mistake almost everyone makes early on. Look, let me ask you something. When you buy an investment, are you actually clear on how long that investment is supposed to work? Days, months, years? Or, be honest, do you just kind of hope it goes up soon? Can I get rich quick? Because this is where most people get trapped. They say they're long-term investors, but they react like short-term traders. And that contradiction? That's the time horizon trap. What the time horizon trap actually is. Here's what most people don't realize. Markets operate on multiple time frames at the same time. You've got short-term noise, daily headlines, sentiment, liquidity. Medium-term cycles, rates, earnings, positioning. Long-term structural trends, technology adoption, demographics, debt cycles. The time horizon trap happens when you buy based on a long-term thesis, but emotionally and financially operate on a short-term clock. And this idea is something macro investors talk about constantly. They say most investors don't lose because they're wrong. They lose because they run out of time. A painfully real example. Let me give you a real-world scenario. You buy an asset, maybe crypto, maybe growth stocks, maybe an innovation ETF. Your thesis sounds something like, this is a 5 to 10 year play. This is the future. I'm early. Then the price drops 30%, 40%. Now, nothing fundamental has changed. The long-term story is intact, but your emotions kick in. You start asking, what if I'm wrong? What if it keeps going down? I'll just sell and buy back lower. And here's the brutal truth. At that moment, you're no longer a long-term investor. You are a forced short-term trader, and 98% of all traders lose. The math behind why this hurts so much. This is where it gets really interesting. Let's talk numbers for a second. According to data frequently cited by macro investors, Missing just the 10 best days in the market over a decade can cut your returns by more than 50%. Those best days often happen right after the worst days. Some say it is market manipulation. Perhaps, but it doesn't matter because we can't change it. So what happens? People sell during volatility, miss the rebound, and then buy back higher once things feel safe again. That's not bad luck. That's a time horizon mismatch. The psychology that makes this almost inevitable. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Bruno, but why does this happen to almost everyone? Because your brain is not wired for markets. Your brain is wired for survival. Losses feel about twice as painful as gains feel good. That's loss aversion. Your brain also hates uncertainty. So, when prices move violently, your instinct is to do something, anything, to reduce discomfort. Selling feels like control. Holding feels like danger, even if holding is the rational choice. Why volatility is not the enemy. Here's what most people don't realize. Volatility is not a flaw in markets. It's the price of admission. It's the price you pay for the best performing assets. Assets with no volatility have no upside. And assets with exponential upside, like early stage tech or crypto, require volatility. Raoul Pal often explains this using adoption curves. Early adoption is messy. Prices overshoot. They crash. They scare people out. But over time, the trend dominates the noise. Unless you get shaken out early. Why position size matters more than conviction. Here's a hard truth that changed how I invest. If an asset dropping 40% would force you to sell, you are over-allocated. Full stop. It doesn't matter how strong your conviction is. It doesn't matter how bullish the thesis sounds. Your position size determines your time horizon. Smaller positions give you psychological endurance. Oversized positions turn you into an emotional wreck. Am I wrong or just early? Test. This is one of the most powerful mental models you can use. Whenever an investment goes against you, ask, is the thesis broken? Or am I just early? Being early feels identical to being wrong, right up until it doesn't. Most people never stick around long enough to find out. A simple analogy that makes this click. Think about planting a tree. You don't plant a seed and then dig it up every week asking, why isn't it a tree yet? But that's exactly how people treat investments. They expect decade-long outcomes on a monthly emotional timeline. That's insanity. Actionable steps to escape the time horizon trap. Let's get practical. Here's what you can do starting today. Step 1. Label every investment. Before you buy, write down. Trade, days, weeks. Cycle investment, months. Long-term thesis, years. And please don't trade. I told you before why. No label equals no discipline. Step 2. Size for survival. Ask, can I hold this if it drops 40-50%? If not, cut the size, not the thesis. Step 3. Separate price from thesis. Price action is information, but it's not truth. Only exit when the reason you bought is invalidated. Step 4. Expect volatility. If you expect smooth returns, you will panic. If you expect chaos, you'll be prepared. The final insight most investors never learn. Here's the part that really frustrates me. Most people are right about the future. They just don't stay invested long enough to benefit from it. They mistake discomfort for danger, volatility for failure, time for risk. And that's why the time horizon trap keeps breaking investors. Look, you don't need to trade more. You don't need more indicators. You don't need better predictions. You need alignment between your thesis, your position size, and your time horizon. If this video helped you see that more clearly, hit the like button. It really helps the channel. Subscribe if you want more content that actually improves how you think about money, not just what to buy. And remember, the market doesn't reward intelligence. It rewards patience, discipline, and time. My name is Bruno, and I'll see you in the next one.